Don't cut that rant out? Okay, I won't. I'm gonna put a stream marker here. And there's some echo. And that's gonna be the start of this highlight of fucking New Game Plus Bahamut Coils. Because here we are. Twitch is super fucking great. The binding coil of Bahamut. Ripped from the heavens by the nefarious designs of Nail Von Darnus, the false moon Dalamud hurtled into Vilbrand, its shattering impact forming a network of labyrinthine caverns beneath the surface. Braving dangers untold, the Warrior of Light plumbs the subterranean depths that the truth behind the seventh umbral calamity may be unearthed. You're gonna get to listen to me reread all the dialogue, all of it, because here we are, in my highlight series, that I sometimes watch for funnies, to entertain myself. So hello, future me. Remember how much you hate Twitch in this moment, because boy howdy, has your stream disconnected 3 times and not had audio. Because, fuck you, that's who works here. Hi, Urianger. As I said last time, this is Urianger before he decides to reveal that he's hot. Never said that before. When the scenery moon did wane, there sounded a blood-curdling roar. A new primal had roused, the portents gave us to believe, one whose identity yet lieth beyond our ken. By thy hand, 3 primals have since been vanquished. As each returned to the ether, it was observed that tremors foreshadowing this fourth grew in strength and frequency both. The being doth quicken, and in time it shall become a scourge upon the land. Yet even as we pondered a course of action, a benevolent soul did arise, one who would forestall this threat. Though she be tender in years, she is true of heart and steadfast of resolve. She would solicit thine aid, if thou art willing to proffer it, lest thou wonder this maiden is of our order. Thus did the antecedent straightways consent that thou shouldst assist her, however thou mayest. As soon as thou art able, hie thee to Wineport, where thy petitioner doth await thee even now. Thou shalt for a certainty find her visage strikingly familiar. Let's go see this strikingly familiar friend that we've never seen in the past hour, ever. Because why would I ever have to repeat content? Why would I ever have to do something twice? Insert similar comment to last time. Look, she's so cute and little and wearing the silly Alphino twin suit. I love Alize. It's been a while, adventurer. As I recall, my brother Alphino took the liberty of introducing us when first and last we met. But for the sake of propriety, Alize Leveilleur, I thank you for coming. I've heard much and more of your exploits. By your hand, the Black Wolf is slain and his ultimate weapon destroyed. You are possessed of great strength and courage, that much is plain. I shall have need of one such as you if I'm to see my mission through to its conclusion. As you may be aware, the violence of Dalamud's fall changed not only the face of the realm, but also the base of the realm. Specifically, it played havoc with the etheric currents, creating vast confluences of ether below the surface. Among other phenomena, this led to the formation of subterranean caverns at key points of stress. One such cavern lies beneath Castrum Occidens, and extends to only the gods know where. Despite appearances, Castrum Occidens is as much a research facility as it is a fortress. Gaius von Baelsar chose the site for no other reason than to probe the caverns without interference. As you went about vanquishing the returned primals, I observed a repeating wave pattern in the ether, corresponding exactly to the dates on which you were reported to have felled Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda. Upon closer examination, it became clear that these unique waveforms emanated from deep beneath the aforementioned stronghold. Crucially, I recorded the same pattern during the recent celebrations, and have since been given to understand that this phenomenon bears a disquietingly similarity to one observed shortly prior to the calamity. 5 years ago, my grandfather invoked the power of the 12 that he might contain Bahamut. Alas, his effort failed, and vanished together with his foe. I would know the truth of what transpired that day, of grandfather's fate, and of the metamorphosis that swept across the land. In casting light upon these mysteries, we will find a way to cure what ails this world. It is my belief that the answers I seek lie within the hidden depths of the cavern. I would have you accompany me on an expedition to find them, Kinliana. If truth be told, I am not one to rely upon others, and have thus far handled matters alone. Yet I am not blind to my limitations. Unescorted, I cannot hope to succeed in this endeavor. I swore that I would find a way to restore peace to Eorzea. If you desire the self-same, then aid me, as you aided my brother and Scions. I am in your debt. Together? Yep, no. You are a woman of action, and I sense that we will accomplish much together. But let us not waste any more time. As I mentioned, Castrum Occidens straddles the cavern I wish to explore. If I am to have a hope of reaching it alive, I will need you to infiltrate the stronghold first and locate a path into the depths. Once you have done so, pray report your success to Storm Private Jabroka. You may consider her my assistant here in Wineport. I have every faith that you will not fail me. 12 speed your way, Kinliana. Let's go find the entrance, talk to Jabroka, and then go do all 5 of the binding coils again, because tee-hee. Like I said, we just won't auto-attack them to death. It'll be fine. Be much faster and sadder. Way less cinematic and exciting. No excitement here on twitch.tv/Coolinu93. Only boring speed play. I still think it's funny that they just don't require you to do these for the New Game Plus part. They just, like, speed you on to the next, like, talking quest. You basically just get all the talking bits, but then you miss all the cutscenes in the dungeons, which is, like, more than half the content. Been expecting you, Kinliana. By your coming, I take it you have successfully located the cavern entrance inside Castrum Occidens? That's where it's to be found. Marvelous. Oh, but allow me to properly introduce myself. Jabroka is my name, and it is my honor to serve Lady Alize. Though for reasons of convenience, at present I also serve the Maelstrom. This uniform accords me certain privileges, you see. In particular, ready access to the Maelstrom's regional scouting reports. They provide a wealth of local knowledge, including information on secret passages. But enough about me. I shall notify Lady Alize of your discovery, that she may prepare for the expedition. Though I don't doubt your abilities, none can say what dangers lurk beneath Castrum Occidens. For my lady's sake as well as your own, please spare neither preparation nor caution. Pray choose your companions well. Alright, now we're gonna go do the Binding Coil of Bahamut. Turn 1. And it said with other players, but that's not real. Real people aren't real. Here we go. Right, yeah, only the second coil has Savage, which is just weird. It's okay, we get to listen to the good music. The music for Coil is very good. But I will unfortunately have to sprint through here, because otherwise it's going to take us another millennia to get back. Pretty sure this one took, like, what, 10 minutes last time? Just because I was, you know, taking in the sights. God, imagine enjoying yourself. There's also dialogue in this one, unlike the other ones. Big old corrupted crystal land. The scars left by the calamity. I could scarce breathe for the surfeit of ether. Tell me, have you ever seen corrupted crystals such as these? Such crystals manifested across the realm when the course of the great river of ether was irrevocably altered 5 years ago. Behold, one of the objects that caused that alteration, a fragment of the lesser moon Dalamud. Ancient Alleg created Dalamud, or Meteor to use a Garlean name, to serve as a celestial prison for Bahamut. Its fall inflicted grievous wounds upon the land, wounds that have yet to heal, as is evident from the corrupted crystals. Amazing. Dalamud's internal defenses still function in spite of everything, a testament to the ingenuity of the Allegans. The Garleans seek to appropriate their advanced technology, I'm certain of it. We are about to come face to face with secrets that have long lain buried within the sands of time. Great dangers may lie beyond, but we have come too far to turn back. The truth of the calamity is within reach. That took 3 attacks instead of 55. Boring and sad, but let me tell you what you missed. sometimes it paralyzes you, and it gives you vulnerability stacks. That's the fight. Gods preserve. Dark wings that could engulf the very heavens. These could only belong to Bahamut, the primal who laid Eorzea to waste 5 years ago. At Cardano, my grandfather sought to imprison Bahamut anew by invoking the power of the 12. Alas, the dread root worm proved too powerful, and he soon broke free of his confines. Yet, instead of resuming the destruction he had begun, Bahamut vanished. Whither to, no one knew, till this day. But I do not understand. If Bahamut is truly a primal, how is it that he retains his physical form? Did grandfather defeat him? Or is there some other explanation? We must press on if we are to learn the truth. We're doing a big pull. The biggest of pulls. Everyone come and get me. I wonder if they unpath. Looks like they don't so far. They just didn't attack me. There we go. Took him a little bit. That was beautiful. Too scary for them. And here we have a sneaky stack. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have told you there was a sneaky snack until it showed up. Oop. That took half the time because I didn't auto attack things to death. Continue the collection. All right, come on. Can we get to the end of the 5 turns before Twitch DCs me again? Let's go. See, last time I got like 8 vulnerability stacks fighting these guys. I'm sad. But I'm fighting against Twitch now. Oh, I got 1 vuln. No, it didn't give me the vuln stack. Ugh, disgusting. Can't believe it. They denied me. Oh, there's one. That's it. I gotta go fast because Twitch might just ruin the day, you know? Okay, so you don't have to fight all the nodes. You only have to fight going down one pathway. Huh. I wonder, like, what was considered the fastest ones to fight. Because each room has a node. But they all, like, do slightly different things. Yeah, because I went down the left side, but the right side also has them. Neat. Oh, back again, back again. Turn 3. Do I remember the fast way to get down there? Nope. Gonna take a nice stroll. Would you mind bringing me some? You're the best. In your chat, just so you all know, that is me being too lazy to get up and get my own dinner. Just so you can judge me as much as I'm sure she is. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I kept the record straight, you know? Give everyone free reign to judge me. Ugh, these silent terminals are judging me again. Judging them right back. How do you get that treasure chest? I want the treasure chest. How do you get it? It's a secret. Secret treasure. Secret treasure. If I'd asked my cat to bring me food, that would be an all-time low. Thank you. All right, I have food. Tally ho! Where's that silent guy? Over there. Over meow. Nope. Yes. Maybe? I think so. No. I will. Well, I'm all made shrimp and something pasta. All right, I see that terminal over yonder. Pew. It lived! Can't believe it. Duty complete! Woo! Yeah, that's fair. You do be across the ocean. That is probably a good idea. Meanwhile, I'll be here repeating turn 4 and turn 5, and then we'll get to do fun and new things. I mean, what? I've never done this before. What are you talking about? It's only 1 a.m. Well, I mean, you could probably stay up longer. That's not very late. I'm a bad influence. Don't listen to me. Go to bed. Terrible influence, really. Yeah, I'm up until 1 to 2 a.m. almost daily. Not necessarily because I want to be. I don't sleep well ever, but sometimes I'm like, oh, this is my own fault. I'll like stay up coloring or something stupid. Watching gay anime. Alright guys, turn 5. Can you believe it? We've never been here before. Ever. Never ever. First time content. Don't mind the fact that I already have the rest of it unlocked. And that this is New Game Plus. Never ever. $1910 yalms under the sea. I mean, what? Alize. Give us your wisdom. Later. Sleep well. Let's see if I can soft lock myself on 20 again. Without the actual soft lock, thank God. I was really worried that I just couldn't die. This is going rather more smoothly than I expected. It is indeed convenient to have a hero on hand. But that the cavern should open up again, even at this depth. Huh, this resembles a finger. And so it should. This is Bahamut's hand. As with the wings, it seems to be frozen, and for that I count my blessings. But again, I find myself wondering, how is it able to retain physical form? I had assumed that Bahamut's reversion to ether was the cause of the widespread changes to the realm, but if he's still here, then that theory no longer holds. What was it then that brought about the realm's sudden regeneration? There is still so much we do not know about Cartano. I haven't the slightest inkling how deep these caverns run, but we must continue. Alright. I'm not going to auto-attack her to death just because I'm pretty sure there are points where it's like I not necessarily will die, but I'll be just stuck frozen for 55 years, so we'll just bully some bosses. Hi, 20. Bye, 20. Ooh, she got to go in the air. Good for her. I think these are dive bombs? Yeah, these are the OG dive bombs. And if you get hit into the wall, you die. Where's she dive bombing from? Oh, shit. Oh, don't touch the wall! I'm gonna anti-knockback this one. Oh, that doesn't work! Oh, God! What a god! I couldn't tell where she was coming from. Yeah, see, these can still kill you. These can still kill you in the year 2022. Yeah, I got her before she died that time. PlayStation trophy? Can you believe it? Never done that on PS5. I forgot I'd only done it on my PS4. We're gaming. Alright, and that is the end of the first coil. Alize doesn't have anything to say about that, apparently, so we're gonna go talk to her. Or talk to Mariange. The Waking Sands. I'm pleased to see you again, Kinliana. I have already shared the fruits of our expedition with Urianger. Let us together ponder their implications. You may view the opening cutscene for the Binding Coil of Bahamut before accepting this quest. Oh, so they literally make it so you don't have to actually do them. Okay. Interesting. I think we've already seen this. I'm pretty sure this is like in the fights that we just did. Yeah, the scars left by the Calamity. Fascinating. Very interesting way to handle this because, I mean, not a lot of people run coils anymore. I'm gonna hit decline and just redo that just in case. Just hit now. Okay, yeah. Full glad am I for thy safe return. Lady Alize hath apprised me of thy many experiences. As thou wilt doubtless be aware, Master Louis Soir was my lady's grandsire. Gravely concerned was I for her safety, but 'twould seem I need not have been so. With all my heart, I do thank thee for watching over her. But come, thou must speak with Mistress Alize upon that which transpired within the Binding Coil. May it serve to bring us closer to the truth of the Calamity. Shall we begin then? Urianger, I understand you have a report of your own to share with us. Aye, my lady. Even as thou didst emerge from the depths, an etheric disturbance betokening primal activity was observed. In Mordona was it marked first. By comparison of time and magnitude, we have since deduced its origin, the Cartano Flats. Strange, there have been no reports of primal activity in that region. It could only have been Bahamut. That would certainly explain how we came to be in northern Thanalan. Somehow the cavern took us all the way from Vilbrand to the heart of Aldenard. Would seem so, my lady. It is all but certain, then. After Bahamut disappeared 5 years ago, he hid himself deep beneath Cartano, and has since lain dormant, regenerating. Aye, my lady. Taken together with thine own account of Bahamut's continued presence, the land's slowness to heal and the disorder of the etheric currents do point to one conclusion. Bahamut stirreth. If left unchecked, the primal shall drink of Eorzea's life force, till he doth waken to rain ruin upon the land. Rest assured, I do not mean to give up, Kinliana. Bahamut may still live, but so too does grandfather. For the past 5 years, he has been keeping vigil over his nemesis, making certain that the primal does not escape. Master Louis Soir doth yet live? I durst not hope. And thou art certain 'twas no mere manifestation of thine all too sorely felt grief? I know how desperate this may sound, Urianger, but I saw him with my own 2 eyes, as did Kinliana. But he vanished deeper into the labyrinth before we had a chance to speak. 2 more like fragments of Dalamud pierced the earth when the lesser moon fell. One we have seen. If we can but find the other 2, I am certain that we will find grandfather as well. If thou believest, my lady, then I too shall have faith. If it please you, I shall notify the Grand Companies of this development. All Eorzea must stand united if we are to avert a repeat of the Calamity. That will not be necessary, Urianger. Being the great conciliator that he is, Alfino will seek to unite Eorzea of his own accord. If rumors are true, that endeavor is already well underway. So let us leave the diplomacy to the diplomat, while we continue our investigation of Bahamut. I swear to you, no matter what it takes, we will find my grandfather and uncover the whole truth of the Calamity. Kinliana, you have heard me swear to do these things. Without your strength, I cannot hope to make good on my word. The danger to Eorzea is not past. For the sake of all who abide here, I pray that you will ever be our sword in the darkness. A crystal-choked abyss lieth beneath the Cartano Flats, the unholy cradle of an elder primal, and by thy hand were truths great and terrible wrested from those once celestial depths. Yet, as is oft the case, an answer doth breed a profusion of questions, and the unknown doth beckon with irresistible allure. Ne'er have the mysteries of the Red Moon lain so neatly within our grasp. Lady Alize hath sent word of her coming. 'Tis time once more to brave the precipice, and leap, unflinching, into the jagged wound that doth gape beneath the land. Mine apologies. I trust I have not kept you waiting over long. Kinliana, I am both delighted and reassured to have you at my side once more. I would not waste your time with trivialities. Let us proceed directly to the discussion of that which we have learned, and that which we hope to learn anon. Initially, it was evidence of the new primal that led us to delve into the cavern beneath Castrum Occidens, and to explore the subterranean scars left after the fall of Dalamud. As you will well recall, what we found was a vast, largely intact fragment of the fallen satellite, and within the depths of that structure we discovered now not the new primal we had expected, but the broken form of Bahamut himself. Yet even this great revelation would soon be overshadowed by the appearance of my own dear grandfather. I have since shared our sundry findings with Rambros, preeminent scholar of the Scions of the Sons of Saint Cognac, and he, in turn, did kindly furnish me with his theory concerning the Elder Primal's Allegan prison. It would seem that Dalamud was constructed to gather unto itself the rays of the sun, and thence channel this radiant bounty unto the Crystal Tower. The ancients saw great potential in Bahamut's capacity to manipulate energies of otherwise unmanageable magnitude. 'Twas for this reason that they did bind him within the Red Moon to serve as its living core. Do you remember the sight that greeted us at the culmination of our journey? The colossal device that surrounded and seemed to cradle the incomplete form of the Elder Primal? From the information provided us by the Sons of Saint Cognac, we have learned that these contraptions were termed internment hulks, and that each bore the designation Ragnarok class. The purpose of these hulks is believed to be twofold. First, they are meant to act as binding coils, rendering Bahamut incapable of escape. Second, they are meant to feed him. Perversely, the selfsame energy which prevents him from moving also serves to sustain his corporeal manifestation. Bahamut is permitted neither to die nor to truly live. He is merely allowed to be. For century upon century was the Elder Primal thus imprisoned, bound upon its fetters so subtle in their working and yet so adamant, that though his cell be destroyed, Bahamut lieth yet at the mercy of his long-departed captors. It has long been held that the Primals require the prayers of their faithful followers to exist, yet none alive worship Bahamut. Could it be, then, that the Allegans found a way to simulate prayer itself? It seems the only logical explanation. I would postulate, therefore, that the regenerative mechanisms in question also supply something akin to the power of prayer. Consequently, if all of the internment hulks were to be rendered inactive, Bahamut should dissolve into ether. Upon the evidence of thy previous foray, we determine that the Elder Primal is sustained by 3 such binding coils. Thus did we commence to scour the realm, and found in the Twelveswood an as yet unexplored fragment of the Lesser Moon, bearing a most familiar etheric signature. After conducting a preliminary investigation, we believe we have discovered a point from which this North Shroud fragment, and the second of the internment hulks, can be entered. As the Orzi's sword in the darkness, I would have you once again lead the charge. I will, of course, be there at your side. Once you have made your preparations, head to Fallgood Float and make yourself known to my assistant, Serpent Lieutenant Annalay. The fallen fragment is not far from the settlement, and her position provides a convenient rendezvous point. I will break these elegant fetters, for they bind my grandfather as surely as they bind Bahamut. Kinliana Ironhide, I've been expecting you. My name is NL. I've been accorded the rank of lieutenant within the Order of the Twin Adder that I may better assist Lady Alize with her endeavors here in the Twelveswood. Such authority has allowed me to act without interference from the local soldiery, and to conduct a preliminary investigation of the Alder Springs fragment. From what we have seen of the exterior, the structure shares many common features with the one you explored in Lenosia, and likely plays host to a similar complement of guardians. But I fear words alone will do little to prepare you for what lies ahead. Pray seek out my comrade to the south and west. He is charged with observing all that occurs in the vicinity of the fragment, and will be well placed to show you the thing, if nothing less. What business brings you to this broken land? Unless you fancy being ground to a bloody pulp under the granite fist of a wandering golem, I suggest you bugger off. Oh, my apologies, madam. Lady Alize did send word of your impending arrival, but 'twould seem I've grown rather too accustomed to shooing away curious sellswords and reckless explorers. Behold, if you will, one of the fallen shards of the Red Moon Dalamud. Our initial survey uncovered no evidence of the Empire's presence, which, while fortunate in itself, meant that the approach to the fragment had yet to be cleared. After much effort, however, we succeeded in carving out a semblance of a path which should grant you access to the entrance. That, I'm afraid, is where our progress ends. The interior, well, assuming that the architecture of this hulk resembles the first, the master controls you seek will be located on the bottommost layer, past all the ingenious and deadly defenses of which the ancient Alligans seemed so indecently fond. If you would know more, I'm afraid there is nothing more for it but to brave the depths of the fragment yourself. Lady Alize will soon be arriving at Falgard. Play do not tarry on your way back to the lieutenant's post. I imagine our young mistress will be most eager to commence the expedition. The road ahead promises peril aplenty, and I would humbly suggest that this is not the occasion to stint on preparation or provisions. May the 12 watch over you. Mistress Ironhide, I trust the private's explanation was worth the journey? Simply securing an approach to the fragment's entrance proved a monumental task. I dare not think what defeating its inner defenses will entail. There's aught I might do to aid you. Ah, Lady Ali... oh, my apologies, Master Alfino. Has there been a change of plans? Oriange informed me of the impending expedition. I merely came to exchange a few words with my fellow scion before she disappeared into the depths of the second coil. Kinliana, though I would strenuously deny it were she present, my sister's admiration and affection for our grandsire exceeds even my own. Upon the matter of his legacy, therefore, Alize is wont to go above and beyond the call of duty. In our grandfather's absence, she has made the salvation of Eorzea her personal crusade. 'Twas which prompted her to brave the perils of the first coil, yet the fact that she risks her life in this manner is not the greatest of my concerns. No, it's her subsequent fixation upon my grandfather's shade that worries me most. This quest to rid the world of Bahamut must not become a quest to save a man long dead. My sister must needs have a better reason to fight. Time will come when the fate of the realm rests upon our shoulders, and when it does, we must be strong in our resolve, and certain of the stakes for which we risk all. There is a wide difference between fighting for the good of Eorzea and fighting for the love of a man who died for the good of Eorzea. Alize must choose her own path. She cannot rely on grandfather to choose it for her. He is gone. I am glad that it is with you whom she makes this journey. If Alize is to discover a deeper purpose, then we better to find one than at the side of Eorzea's greatest champion. 'Twas there that I found mine. But 'tis past time I was gone. Fair fortune in your endeavors, Kinleal. Ah, Lieutenant Anel, was it? I would appreciate you making no mention of my presence here to my sister. Lady Alize is due to arrive at any moment. I shall abide in confident expectation of your triumphant return. Alfino say, Ayo, watch my sister's back. Second coil of Bahamut. So in theory, based off how it was before, yeah, I can now skip back to this place and like continue onward. But no, we're gonna do as many of the coils as we can. Some of them might still be impossible. I am unsure. Some of them can one-shot kill you, but I'm pretty sure I've cleared them all on Paladin. Unsure though. There might have been some in the final turn I couldn't do, but that was also in Shadowbringers, so I'm level 90 now. How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it is only to be expected that corrupted crystal should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground into a depth of many hundreds of yalms. Swirling ether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it is not as if we expected this to be a straightforward task. Let's tread carefully, shall we, Kinliana? It is imperative that we win through the depths of this structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again, not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained entrance to this place. That opening up ahead appears to be a suitable point of ingress. Apologies if you hear the sounds of me eating. I'm trying to be as subtle as possible. But I'm also still afraid of Twitch deciding that it hates me again, so there's no time for pauses. This guy's just chilling in the middle of that rock. Silly goose. Alright. Oh yeah, this is Rafflesia? Is that the name? Very little memory of this stuff. But I think that's its name. It's the Engi plant. Yep, Rafflesia.